Hello, my name is Jacob Girth, and my persuasive speech topic was about why you shouldn't text and drive. So, everyone's guilty of texting and driving, and if you say that you haven't texted and driven before, then you're just lying. Texting and driving has killed 3,142 people in 2019 alone, and an average of 1.6 car accidents a year are because of texting while driving. So texting while driving is something that's like completely avoidable and something that's under your control. No one's making you do it or anything, and it's a decision that you consciously make yourself, whether you know if it's good or bad. And it's important to make the right decision so that you don't hurt yourself or someone else. So today I'm going to walk you through the dangers of texting and driving. So, texting is a major distraction while you're driving. According to the NHTCA, reading or sending a text message usually takes about 5 seconds long, which at an average speed of 55 miles an hour, which is what most roads are. Just those 5 seconds of looking away from the road is like driving a whole football field. So that's a whole football field where you just didn't even look at the road, didn't notice what was going on, and stuff like that. And a study done took 21 young adult males and put them through four different driving scenarios. Some where they texted while driving in the scenarios, and others where they didn't text and drive. And the study results showed that texting while driving is able to increase your chances of crashing by about 5 times. And the participants in the study took their eyes off the road an average of 15 times while they were texting and driving. Texting and driving is able to distract you three different ways: visually, physically, and cognitively. So, visually, because you're not looking at the road while you're texting and driving; physically, because you're taking your hands off the steering wheel, giving you less control; and cognitively, because if you're texting while driving, you're not focusing on the driving that you're doing. So, despite knowing how texting and driving can affect attention span and alertness, people still do it. People mostly still text and drive because they become overconfident in themselves and think that they won't crash, or they have control over not crashing, or maybe they think that they've found the right time to send a text to where they won't crash, but they don't have they're not able to make that decision. They're not in control of what happens when they do text and drive. Teen and young adults are the most prone to texting and driving, and that makes it important for them to learn the dangers of it and be informed so that they don't make bad decisions. Drivers that are in their teens, ages 15 to 19, are more likely to be distracted due to texting than other age groups, and 9% of all teens who have died in car crashes has been due to texting and driving. So, texting and driving really has no benefits that are worth the risk. Like, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to be able to send that text message out a little bit quicker. And texting and driving can potentially put innocent lives at risk. An example of this would be the story of Patrick Sims, who was texting and driving when he hit and killed Jim Price, a 63-year-old bikeless and father of two. And of course, that had an emotional toll on him. And now, as part of his service, he has to go around informing people of the dangers of texting and driving. I think his story is one that really resonates. So, texting and driving, like I said, it can't result in anything good. Another thing that can happen is you can get a ticket, which you should do if you're caught texting while driving, since you're putting other people at risk. And no one wants a ticket. It's an inconvenience, it's a hassle, and no one likes paying that type of money. And laws have been put in place to where people do get tickets now, and it has been able to decrease the numbers of texting and driving accidents. So, texting while driving virtually has no benefits and can only harm you or innocent people. And I think more people need to be informed of the dangers of texting and driving so they don't make a mistake or make a decision that could be fatal. And even though you may feel inclined to answer that text message, think of what you're putting at risk and if any of it's worth it, you know. So I'll show you my slides. And that's the end of my speech. Thank you.